Good day, beautiful people. Welcome back to Gist and Smile TV, where we bring you the hottest entertainment gist, unfiltered reactions, and the stories everyone can't stop talking about. If you're new here, you're highly welcome. Make sure you relax, read to the end, and don't forget to support by liking, sharing, and following the page for more premium gist. Now let's get into the story that has Nollywood fans holding their breath. What happened on that set wasn't ordinary. It wasn't planned. It wasn't scripted the way people think. According to multiple insiders and eyewitness accounts making the rounds online, a particular scene involving Maurice and Sonia Uche didn't just impress the crew, it completely shut the set down. No claps. No cheers. No playful banter after cut. Just silence. The kind of silence that makes everyone look at each other like, did that really just happen? The scene was supposed to be just another emotional moment in a movie already packed with drama. But the moment the director yelled action, something shifted. Maurice stepped into his role with an intensity that instantly commanded attention. His body language was calm, controlled, yet emotionally charged. Sonia Uche, on the other hand, matched that energy effortlessly, delivering lines with a depth that felt raw and painfully real. Crew members later whispered that it felt less like acting and more like two people living out a private moment in front of cameras. As the scene progressed, the atmosphere reportedly became so heavy that even the background noise disappeared. No phones buzzing. No mamas. No one moving around unnecessarily. Everyone was locked in. When the final line dropped and the director called cut, something strange happened. Instead of the usual applause that follows a powerful performance, the set went dead silent. People froze. For a few seconds that felt like forever, no one moved. No one spoke. It wasn't because the scene was bad, far from it. It was because it was too good, too intense, too real. One crew member later hinted online that some people had goosebumps, while others were visibly emotional. A few reportedly avoided eye contact, not out of discomfort, but because it felt like they had just witnessed something deeply personal. Almost immediately, whispers began. What was that? Did you see the way they looked at each other? That wasn't ordinary acting. And just like that, chaos quietly erupted, not loud chaos, but the kind that spreads through side glances, harsh conversations, and restless energy. Within hours, word leaked from the set, and Nollywood blogs picked it up. Fans began to speculate wildly. Was it just exceptional chemistry, or was there something more between Maurice and Sonia Uche that cameras accidentally captured? This isn't the first time these two have caused a stir. Anytime Maurice and Sonia Uche appear together on screen, social media lights up. Fans have long pointed out their natural connection, the way their scenes feel effortless, believable, and emotionally gripping. But according to those present on this particular day, this scene crossed a new line entirely. Some insiders claim the director himself needed a moment before giving further instructions. Others say a short break was called, not because of technical issues, but because the energy on set needed to reset. And then came the online reactions. As soon as behind-the-scenes whispers started trending, fans flooded comment sections with mixed emotions. Some praised both actors for raising the bar and delivering what many are calling one of the most intense performances of the year. Others questioned whether Nollywood was prepared for the kind of realism these two brought to the screen. A section of fans went straight into shipping mode, insisting that no acting class can teach that level of connection. According to them, you can't fake that kind of eye contact. You can't rehearse that kind of silence. Of course, not everyone agreed. Some viewers argued that Maurice is simply that good, an actor who fully immerses himself in his roles. Others defended Sonia Uche, reminding critics that she has consistently delivered emotionally charged performances long before this project. Still, the freeze on set became the headline. They didn't clap, they froze. That phrase alone sparked endless debates. Fans began replaying old scenes from previous movies featuring the duo, comparing them, analyzing facial expressions, poses, and even breathing patterns. Every tiny detail became evidence for one theory or another. Interestingly, neither Maurice nor Sonia Uche has directly addressed the incident. And that silence. It only added fuel to the fire. Maurice Sam has always been known as someone who lets his work speak for him. He rarely responds to rumors, choosing instead to focus on his craft. Sonia Uche, equally reserved, has maintained her usual calm online presence, posting nothing out of the ordinary. But fans noticed something else. After the alleged incident, their interactions on set, at least according to those watching closely, appeared more professional, more controlled, almost like two people aware of the spotlight now fixed firmly on them. Some insiders claim the production team even adjusted certain scenes, not because anything inappropriate happened, but to manage the overwhelming intensity that naturally occurred when the two shared the screen. What makes this story even more compelling is the timing. Nollywood audiences are becoming increasingly vocal about wanting authenticity. They want stories that feel real, performances that don't feel forced, and actors who can make them forget they're watching a movie. In that sense, Maurice Sam and Sonia Uche delivered exactly what fans have been asking for. Yet, with that level of realism comes scrutiny. Was the chaos on set a sign of artistic brilliance, or did it blur lines that shouldn't be blurred? That's the question dividing fans right now. Veteran actors who caught wind of the story reportedly praised the performance, emphasizing that moments like that are rare. One unnamed industry insider allegedly said, "When a scene makes professionals forget they're working, you know something special happened." Others, however, warned about the emotional toll such intense performances can take, especially when actors push themselves to deliver raw emotions repeatedly. Still, one thing is clear. That scene changed something. It changed how fans see Maurice Sam and Sonia Uche as a pair. It changed expectations for the project they're working on. And it reignited conversations about chemistry, professionalism, and the power of storytelling in Nollywood. As more details slowly trickle out, anticipation continues to build. Fans are now eagerly waiting for the movie's release, convinced that if one scene could cause that level of reaction behind the scenes, the final product will be unforgettable. Social media timelines remain divided between admiration and curiosity. Some fans say they can't wait to see the scene that froze a set. Others admit they are nervous, wondering just how intense it will be. And until either Maurice Sam or Sonia Uche decides to speak, the story remains wrapped in mystery, fueled by reactions, whispers, and the undeniable fact that something extraordinary happened that day. So what do you think? Was it simply two talented actors delivering the performance of their lives, or did that scene reveal a deeper connection that cameras weren't supposed to capture? Drop your thoughts in the comment section, because this gist is far from over. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and follow Gist and Smile TV for more exclusive Nollywood updates, trending celebrity gist, and stories that keep you smiling and talking. Until next time, stay entertained and stay curious.